No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah.
Shorty oughta been my me. Ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah, did.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I'm a.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Here's Oliver. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
39.
Ryan now off the bootleg. He completes it to Julio Jones. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. On first down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, express! Go!
Off the bootleg, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
He'll get it up the middle. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. This is Gillisley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hearns brings it in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Under. Here we go, 47. 26. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
We're going to 54. One here. Kill. Hey, 47.
Here's Gillisley. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott dancing to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Tuesday.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Malik Collins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd down, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
46. Everybody flying in. Go. Get out there. 26. They'll
try and throw for it here. Oh, Prescott stripped. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Room past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked out by Keanu Neal. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They find some open field here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
46, 46, 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
26.
Prescott off play action. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys! Terrence Williams, 48 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get him one closer. Here's Oliver. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Got it! 5:25!
He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Play action now, Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. 46. 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, in back.
And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Prescott now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Throwing. Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Terrell McClain coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.